3 years ago, June, I was standing in a Publix meat department, and it was my husband's birthday, and I was trying to figure out what I could buy him to make dinner for him. We were simple people, and we were pretty broke then anyway, so it was just kind of something that we did, that I would just make him a nice dinner, and that was his birthday present. And I remember looking down at the brisket. He loves brisket. And it was $30. And I knew that if I wanted to buy the other things I needed to make it a meal, I would be able to afford it. I can't tell you, every time I think about that, it brings me to tears. Like, just feeling like you can't provide for somebody that you care about so much is devastating. It makes you feel like a failure. It makes you feel like you're not good enough. It makes you question where the heck your money went, where you spent money foolishly, why you can't get a better job, whatever. And today I have cried so many times. I'm just overcome with gratitude, overcome with being like dumbfounded how we are here now. And 3 years ago, I couldn't afford to buy a piece of meat for my husband's birthday dinner. In January, I was able to quit my job and come home and work full-time from home and cuddle with my puppy and just be able to feel like I was making a difference in people's lives versus scheduling Zumba at a senior center. You know, I didn't feel fulfilled. I wasn't very happy. And then, you know, we paid for our wedding in cash after not even a year in the business, solely from Beachbody. I never could have said that otherwise. We probably would have got married in a shack somewhere. But my favorite thing is that last Sunday, my husband quit his job. He was a restaurant manager, and he works really, really hard to support us. And he quit his job as a police officer when I got a job teaching at Florida Atlantic University. So we moved across the country, and he moved for me, and he said, Florida's going to be great. Like, this is an opportunity we'd have to take it. It would be stupid not to. And in hindsight, he should have stayed. He didn't have a full 2 years as a police officer, and you're basically considered a rookie, and it's really hard to get hired again you'd have to go through the academy again, which is a really expensive process for the police department that would hire you. So he has a college degree in criminal justice and has never found work as a police officer again since he left to allow me to trace my dream. And in Florida, when I was teaching, I ended up hating it. I had no experience teaching. It was somebody quit unexpectedly. I had a contact, I had it in, and I was teaching, and I was terrible at it. It was really terrible. I had no experience. I was thrown into it, in fact, that I was pulling all-nighters to finish my prep for the class that I was teaching, where I'm just reading straight from the freaking PowerPoint because I finished it at like 4 in the morning and then taught the class at 9. So it was miserable. And then I made him, you know, we moved across the country for my job, and then we moved again. We moved back to North Carolina. We had friends and family close. I found a job, and we moved. And he started off bussing tables at P.F. Chang's, and then worked his way into a server, and then worked his way up to manager. And he made really good money. Actually was probably awarded more money as a starting manager than anybody else at his restaurant had ever received. He's a hard worker, and he takes pride in what he does. And today he started his real estate class, and it's just pretty amazing that I'm able to support him while he does something for once that he wants to do. And last week, on his last day of work, he got a fortune cookie. Said, "Oh, I'll take one for the road." And it said, "A dream you have will come true." And I can't even tell you, like, how amazing this whole journey has been. Like, I literally had $7 in my bank account when I signed on. Like, I had a negative bank account regularly. It was not even a big deal. It was just a part of my life. And now I'm able to support him while he takes his real estate certification. It's unreal to me. And I just wanted to kind of put it out there that if you want to do something, just go do it. There's never going to be a perfect time to do anything. I had $7 in my bank account. I could have been like, I don't have the money. I need to pay off this first. I don't need any more debt, because I don't. And I know that because of this business, because of that one decision I made, I'm going to be debt-free. I'm going to never have to worry about where this is going to come from. I, plan on being able to buy a car in cash. Like, it sounds crazy, but I just know that these are things that are going to be part of my life because of a business that's just totally changed everything about me. I am healthier. I am happier. I have more confidence than I've ever had in my entire life. I spent 10 years of my life hating myself, and I didn't know who I was. I was defined by the number on a scale. I've been through eating disorders. I literally thought I was nothing. I had no self-confidence. And now I just got back from a conference where I had 23 of my teammates with me, and the year before I only had 2. And my goal is to over double it next year. I just have an amazing team that supports me in everything I do. And it's unreal for me to look around and say, look at what I've done. Like, look at what I've been able to do with hard work and sacrifice to get to here. My life is so changed. This week, I made my biggest paycheck yet. And in 1 week, I made what I was making in 2 weeks when I was teaching at a university and teaching 3 extra courses. You get paid for each course. So I was working a lot then. A lot of extra prep, a lot of extra grading, a lot of extra stuff. And was making good money, but I hated it. I literally, like I said, I pulled all-nighters to do it. And now I work less than 40 hours a week. I get to see my husband. He's not sleeping when I leave, and I'm not sleeping when he gets home anymore. And I have a purpose in life. I feel fulfilled. I am able to help other women love themselves. And I'm tooting my own horn, but it's because I get messages every week from people saying that something I've done has helped them or inspired them. And I am no one special. If I can do this, you can. I've said it a couple times. I literally was voted most confused in my senior year of high school. I still surprise myself at how confused I am at so many things. But I'm not afraid of hard work. And I just want you to know that I don't care if it's Beachbody. I don't care what it is. Whatever you want to do, go do it. There will never be a perfect time. But if you've ever thought about joining me and doing this and seeing what it's all about, and maybe if it could change your life, do it. You have nothing to lose and so much to gain. And I just wanted to take a little too long, 10 minutes, to just give you a little insight as to why I do what I do, how much it means to me to be able to have somebody I love no longer be a slave to their job. And if it can do this for me, it can do it for you. And I'm here if you have any questions at all, but I just want you to know that there is no perfect time. And if there's one thing that you wish that you could change in your life and you wish that you weren't struggling with, this can help you. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry I lost my voice and I'm a blubber, snotty face over here. But I hope that you can take something away from this and realize that if I can do it, you can do it. So go out and do it. Thank you for listening.